Hello everyone, it's Mish here. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, thank you so much for stopping by. And if you are part of my little family who keeps stopping by and supporting me, I really thank you so much. Today we're going to be working in my Margarete Miller journal, I guess glue book. It is a book I got at a thrift store. So I have already posted a number of weeks already, so be sure to check those out in the playlist if you haven't already. So this week, week 7, is the prompts are something used for or while traveling, some washi tape, a letter or postcard, something with a distinct scent or smell, rubber stamping in any color but black, and bonus is sheet music. So I've already put down some sheet music onto my page, and I've just taken a dry brush with a little bit of white acrylic paint just to push it into the background somewhat. I didn't use a lot because I don't really want to add a lot of moisture to here, and you know, I want to try to have as less warping of the paper as possible of my book. So I've got that down and that's good and dry. So I kind of thought I would start with some washi tape. If you do watch my channel, you know that I am just in love with washi tape. So this washi tape, I don't even know where I got it. And I think that all crafters have a weakness for some things. I think maybe I have them all, but washi tape is one of them. I absolutely love washi tape. This one here, I'm not exactly sure. Oh, there. And so I don't think you can ever have too much washi. It is kind of expensive though. I don't even know how much of this washi is actually going to be seen. I haven't really thought out this layout, so we'll see how it goes. And I wanted to stick with some kind of orangey kind of ones. I'm not a huge fan of orange. There are like some shades of orange that I absolutely love, but I keep being drawn to kind of orange and that kind of tone, and I think it's because my chakra must be out of balance. And sometimes if you're drawn to a certain color, I really believe that it's because, you know, there's an imbalance somewhere. I really love this that says live, love, laugh. So I'm going to just hold off, I think. Except I do kind of like this one. Until I get more stuff down in the background. Okay, we'll start there. So the next thing I wanted to do is just use a piece of letter or postcard to kind of collage into the background. So I have all kinds of bits and bobs that are already offcuts of things that I've used, or it came from a pad of paper that I have. And I just want to kind of even just be haphazard, like I've just thrown it onto my desk. Sometimes that look, that kind of organic look, is nice. I got this little postcard thing, and I do have another little piece of sheet music, which I thought would be cool to put in there. Just gonna trim a bit of the top off. And I don't know where, I love that, the Blue Danube Dance by, I think it's Johann Strauss. Yeah, I love that. So, is there anything else that I wanted? Oh, I had this little postcard thingy, so I thought I'd just throw that into the mix. And, oh, and I had this little part of something that I think I stamped out at one point, so we can stick that. And then I have this kind of postcard thing that we can, that there, I'm gonna cut the top off so I can see more of that kind of peeking out the top. So I'm kind of liking how that's going down. So I think I'll just start and just get some things down. For now, I'm only going to kind of tack the center of things, just in case I decide later that I might want to move something around. And then we can get on to what I want it to kind of be as my focal point. I wanted that to show. I always try to leave a little gusset on the side there. And that's mainly for later on if the book falls apart or I decide I want to bind it somehow, put a metal ring binder onto it or something, then I'll have, then I can just cut that out there. So I'm just trying to think a little bit in advance. I wanted that little bee postcard, this one here, to be sort of more on top because I really like it. So let's get that under there. And I like to put things kind of at different angles, but I don't get too caught up in that. Yeah, I'd really like that to kind of be in the front. There's a lot of layering in this one, so this is probably going to end up being a chunky page. All right, what about that? Can we stick that down there? We sure can. And how's your week going? I know we always ask that when we do our videos, but I'm generally interested. It's mild here today. Do I need that? What if I just peek that at the bottom there? Okay, so that's a good start on kind of the background. So we've just thrown some things down there. I do have this other little one that I wanted because I wanted that little pop of blue, and I have a few other little things off to the side there that I might call upon. But I'm just going to wait for a minute for that. So then my thing that has a distinctive smell or a scent is lilies. So I have these lilies in my garden, and like I said, right now I'm just attracted to orange things. So when I saw this image in one of my gardening books, I thought, that's it. That's going to be like my focal point. So I wanted that to go down in the collage. And then for my thing used for a while traveling, I found this printout that I had of this camera. Because I know when I go traveling, I take literally thousands of pictures, and a lot of them are floral. If I go to a garden center or something. So I wanted to get that down. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to do some stamping, which I think I'll do maybe on that side. So in any color but black. So what I did is I just got a lot of my stamp pads. I went through all my Tim Holtz, but I decided that I would use, make some room here, that I would use my Stampin' Up! Pads. So I've got different shades of brown and gray. I think brown and gray go good together. So I'm just going to get them opened up. And then I have a bunch of, I went through a lot of my stamp sets, and I pulled out some stamps that, I don't think I'm going to need all of these, but sorry, that was a loud noise. I've got a little glass pad here off to the side. And then I got some wee little ones. These are grays, these little ones. And I have inked them. So I then went ahead and I got a bunch of my stamps out. And I already put them on some blocks. So, and I always keep a stamp off, just a little thing there to stamp off on. So I'm thinking that for right now, I just want to stamp over here. And I want to start with something, so here's a little postcard. And let's see, this is the right way up. So I kind of just thought I would just do a little stamp and do maybe a couple clusters. So I have a wet wipe there. So then maybe this one here, and I've just used that one, so maybe we'll do like a gray. Let's see how that works out. I don't want it too dark, and I'm not exactly sure which way is up. I don't really think it matters. Kind of thinking that maybe this is up this way. So I just want to just kind of pop it onto there, onto my little cluster, and then maybe we'll do this little postcard one, and this just says postcard. That might need to be re-inked, so that it's just kind of subtle there. I might use that one again. And then I got some little wavy ones here, so let's try some Sahara sand. Oh yeah, that's nice. So then we'll just get some wavy lines in there. I just loved like something like this. It's just like you're playing. Why not have a good little play? And it all, you know, if you just kind of do lightly sometimes, that's why I kind of stamp off too, because I just kind of see how dark it's going to be. Then it's just about playing with stuff, and it adds a little bit of something. All right, let's try this soft suede. Oh, it's upside down. Who cares? I kind of like that one there, the kind of square one. And this may end up being all hidden. Who knows? So then I have this little one that says, I think it says forever. Oh, positive postage. That's cute. Why not? We need to be positive, because if we're not, life can be a lot more difficult. Oh, I love the little, it almost looks like that, the little ringed ones. Oh, that's cute. I'm going to put one up here with that postcard. Okay, so there's that one. And then this really isn't a postage thing, but I liked it. It's like a little flower. Just thought it would be cute, because my main focal point is going to be the flowers. Let's see. If we want to add some more after, we can do that later. And then I wanted to do this final one. This says Amazing Adventure. Save the date. Up there. So then with the date, I've got my little date stamp. So I thought, let's put just a random date in the little box there. In that little box, which would be kind of cute. And then, so I think that's all, except this one here, this little postcard one. It didn't really show up, so I think I'll do it in a darker gray and see if that shows up. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. It just kind of goes into the background, which I think is fantastic. This one here is truly artsy-fartsy. Okay, so I think that's, for now, that's good. Oops, I keep making a lot of racket in here. So I'm going to cover these up just because if I don't, I'm going to have my slathered up my arm. So the other thing besides lilies that have a distinctive scent is a lot of herbs. So if you follow my channel, you know that here back along a few months ago, I think, I found, it looked funny, I was wanting some herbal quarterlies that went out of production, I think in 2006, but I've always loved that quarterly, and I had some, but I don't know what happened to them. Anyways, when I went to the thrift store, I had found like a lot of years worth. So I kind of thought I wanted to add either some basil. I absolutely love the smell of this, especially when it's growing and you gently just rub the leaf. Oh, what an aroma that comes off that. It's so lovely. I love lemongrass as well as lemon balm. So I kind of thought maybe one of these images or more than one would go as well. But I really want to get this kind of settled in somewhere. And then I think I will use this. The other thing I have kind of off to the side here too is I have a number of stickers, because I love stickers, and we could always embellish with a little bit of washi as well. So there's that. And the other thing that I found, it was one of my Tim Holtz stamps, is it says Botanical Garden Herbarium. So I thought, well, I might stick that in too, which would, I don't know, kind of make this like it's your little traveler's notebook. You went off and did some traveling and ended up in the herbarium in some country. So I kind of like maybe that. I found this as well, and this is Lilies. This is a little illustration. I don't even know where I got this one, but I thought that this might add a little bit of something. And it's funny because when you start to do collage work, every magazine or newspaper or book you pick up, you seem to be scanning for images. And I have a couple places where I keep my images, so kind of thought that would look cool. A little bit like that, and then maybe put that. Hey there, so we cut out there for a minute, so I'm back. But while I was cut out, I cut these a little bit, I fussy cut those images a little bit better, because I just felt there was a little bit too much maybe white space or something there. And so what I thought I would do is just add a little bit more washi, just to give a little bit more kind of color. And I'm just going to randomly put down a few bits and bobs here and there. I do like that little daisy one. Get that down. And I kind of like this one here. I liked the saying on it, which says, love, amazing grace. And I like the colors in it too. Amazing grace, hope. So I thought I'd tear off some of this and put that maybe down along the bottom. Oops. Except it seems to have got all back onto itself. Here we go. So I liked that message. And I got another little bit of it. We'll put a little piece kind of there randomly, just to give some little splotches of color. or it can become a little bit flat. And I used that one already. I love this one, but it might be a little bit too shiny. But I could use it to put that down. Okay, so I do want to get my image down, and I'm pretty sure that I want it about there. So I'm just going to tack that down, and then I can fasten it better later. And then what's not fastened down? So everything's fastened down. I do like that as well, so I'm going to stick that down there. Get that down. And then the camera is going to go somewhere. And then, love that camera. I'm kind of thinking, just stick it in there. And then we can put that. So, so when I cut out there, what I was looking at was, I have a couple of my books. So I got the antiquarian sticker book, and there's actually a lily there. And then in the botanist sticker anthology, there's some lilies there too. And I have these stickers that are like, they're probably 40 years old. And there's a few little lilies on there too. So I might pop those down. So I want to keep that in mind, because I'm kind of thinking that I'll use this. I'm just getting one of these stickers off. That I'll use this sticker here, kind of down. If I did a little kind of cluster there, a little bit like that, I think that I would like kind of something like that. Just kind of like maybe just coming down the page a little bit, but that looks too yeah, that's better. Sometimes if I find if I'm not exactly sure, I just drop it, and wherever it lays, that's where it's going to be. Like, just go boom there, that's where it's going. This one here, I think I'm going to need some glue. Okay, and then I do like this little postcard, because I think it adds a little something, does it? Or does it not? What about, because then that leaves that there open for suggestion. I do like this little lily, so we'll go with this one. Kind of down. You know, I was really happy about this camera, but now that, there, what if I, yeah, that's better. What if I kind of stuck it in there? Because I still have that herbarium, unless I lost it in the shuffle of everything. That's the thing with your desk. My desk is just small, but there's a, stick that back there. Because the other thing I just got distracted with is I also picked up some little stamps, because stamps also are part of a letter. So I thought, well, and this one here looks just like basil. So I thought that would kind of work off there. And then I liked her head. I like that stamp with the bust on it. So I thought, well, we could stick that down somewhere as well. Just throw everything. Oh, there's the herbarium under there. So I liked that. I kind of like maybe something like that. It's starting to come together. So I'm just going to stick that kind of Van Gogh with flowers coming out of his head. And a butterfly there. And then there's I don't want it the same angle as that one. So we'll do that kind of. And then I'm going to do this kind of like an opposite. Because when you're traveling and you're writing letters, you go get your stamps and you lay them out. You get your on your little desk in your hotel. You got all kinds of stuff. What about there? Or there? I think I kind of like it like that. Kind of at the bottom there. Okay. So we'll just get this camera stuck down here. We'll tuck it underneath there because that's kind of how I liked it. Maybe like that though. Down a little bit. Yeah, I like that kind of peeking out. Okay, so then we'll go back to this sticker. And I think I'll just stick this sticker there maybe. Because whatever's going to be there is either going to draw your eye first, as in a focal point. Maybe the sticker's just not going to, it's just not going to be part of this action group. So I just want to look back in here at the flowers. So that was a smaller one. And my marker came out. Because there's a page with all different sizes of the lilies. And I kind of wanted this to be like a lily, an ode to the lily. And because there's all kinds of scented things in here for sure. But I think a lily has a very distinctive scent. Maybe that was the page. It was this one. I thought there was another page. Because there was that one. I think I will use that one. Why not? So sometimes I look at an image or something and I think, oh, I'll just save that for later. And then later never comes. So I kind of like that. And even though it's going to hide a little bit of the bee, I think it would work there. Or it could work up here. I think that camera is just causing me grief. I think that will go good there. And maybe we'll just stick the camera kind of up in that corner there. Yeah, I think that works there. And then we still left the little bee there. And we can add, we could put that little postcard down in that corner. Because I do kind of like the color of that. Oh, I know what I can do. We could put some more washi tape down there. So what if we kind of put that like that? Oh, I think that's coming together. But I do need a little something there. So we could do some washi. I got some black washi, which really wouldn't add color. We could add some of this, because I do like this one. So this is just a bunch of little, I got it up there in that corner. So that's just a bunch of, and then maybe a little something to run along there. I'm thinking those little daisies because they're pretty. And then except for tacking everything down, I think we're done. Oh yeah, see, that kind of draws it. I just want to put a little bit of the daisy down here too. Like a little bit there. So it draws a little bit. And then this one, I think I'll put a little bit of this. So I really appreciate you stopping by today. I hope I've inspired or encouraged you to get out your magazines and your washi. And if you don't have washi, in my, I think it was my last video, or maybe it was the one before, then I just kind of said, use strips of paper. Make your own little, your homemade washi, or, you know, washi effect by doing just little narrow strips of paper. Because washi can be expensive. I try to pick mine up either with it being on sale or sometimes at the dollar store. Sometimes I use a coupon. Sometimes I see it somewhere and I think, oh, that's a good price. So I think that's done. We've got all our elements. So I hope that you enjoyed that. And if you did, if you'd give me a like, I'd love it. If you haven't subscribed already, I'd love for you to subscribe. And please leave me a comment. They just make me so happy. And until we meet again, then I hope that you stay happy and safe. And bye for now.